Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. Today we are joined by someone very familiar and someone very new on the couch. So we've got Kenny Speed, our sales executive here at DC Broadcasting, as well as a host of all of these other groups and organizations, and Vicky Whittaker, both from the Kiwanis Club. So welcome.
Thank you for having us.
And so in Huntingburg this weekend, we've got a lot going on, so I would love to hear more about it.
Well, I'll start. We have a host of many things going on Saturday. One thing going on is the Garden Gate Festival, 12 to 6 out at Market Street Park. Go out there and enjoy wine and sampling and a whole lot of food vendors and everything. But besides that, in the morning on 4th Street, we have our Kiwanis Car Show.
Yeah, we're excited about that. It's one of our two big fundraisers for the year. So all monies raised goes directly to our Kiwanis Club. It's $20 entry fee per vehicle, and you can bring your Jeep, you can bring your late model, hyped up truck if you want to show that off, and bring it's motorcycles, Jeeps. I mean, we're really not limited. We really just want to get a great group of people together and have a lot of fun. Weather looks like it's going to be really, really nice, so we're excited about that.
So if I just so happen to have like a pimped out truck trailer, I could just bring it out. I'm not saying I do.
I'm telling you.
I mean, anything that shows off like craftsmanship.
Yeah, your uniqueness, creativity. I think the rat rods of the world, I always said, if you ever heard of a rat rod, it's usually a vehicle that's been kind of messed up a little bit, but artistically recreated.
Yeah.
And so, whatever you got to show, just, this is all for a great cause. There are going to be a lot of prizes. We've got Holiday World tickets we're giving away. There'll be half pot there, so get a little gambling going on,
all for a good cause. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
So for people maybe who haven't gone to this event before, or your veteran type people, how many people are we expecting? What's the atmosphere kind of like there?
Well, this will all be held on 4th Street itself this year. So that atmosphere, you can't go wrong with what's going on all around 4th Street all the time. Huntingburg is really a wonderful destination, whether you live in the county or you have friends coming in. But for us, we're saying, we've got the coffee shop right there. We hear Yard Goat's going to be open, normal for Saturday. So as far as, what all's going on, you can shop, you can hang out. Cars, as far as how many we think is going to be there, I'm going to say we're hoping for 90.
Okay.
Yeah, and people, coming in and out probably in the 200 to 300 range.
Well, good.
So we've got some really all-star judges that are lined up. I'm excited about that. So, the gifts and prizes, we have some great sponsors. I thought I would say just take a minute to thank a few of our sponsors. We have the several levels, 3, I believe it was, and our bronze level. Well, let's go with the silver. Silver level is Ruxer Ford here in town. Bronze sponsorship, Debbie Allen from Farm Bureau Insurance, JSI, OFS, Steinkamp, Superior Ag, and under the other sponsors, My Business, Cardinal Selling Services, Cooper Contracting, Edward Jones in Huntingburg, run by Rick Flans, Farbest Foods, German American Bank, and Phil Schneider Law. So, if you still want to support our organization for this Saturday event, we're looking for a few more prizes. It would be great. But yeah, we thank our sponsors for helping us raise our goals up on getting our dollars together for this.
No, yeah, that's a great variety of sponsors too. It's very uplifting to see that when we have community events like that are meant to help the surrounding area, that people show out for it in various different ways. So all good stuff.
We have a lot of great support. We're really proud of that. Our meetings are Mondays at noon at the Eagles Club in Huntingburg. And so there are several Kiwanis clubs in our area. I think people don't really know, but basically what we do is fundraise, and the money that we fundraise is going out to our youth. We give to the Boy Scouts. We give to other the Teen Outback area. We give every year to Riley's, and so the money is meant to be raised to give our kids things that they wouldn't have.
Yeah. So I would love to hear more about the Kiwanis Club in general, but just to recap on the car show event this weekend, if you would remind us of the hours, and also my question was, do you have to register before? Is it like you show up the day of and register?
You can show up. I mean, seriously, 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning, it's great. And I believe people show up all the way to 9:30 and are still registering, honestly.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Well, the registration's actually from 8 to noon.
Okay.
Most people are there by 10 o'clock, but you can register up till noon, and then judging will happen, and the awards are at 2.
Okay. Yeah.
The early bird gets the worm, because the first 125 people that register get a dash plaque for their vehicle.
Yes.
Really nice dash plaque, and then goodie bags.
We love goodie bags.
And then there's like 15 or 16 categories that it will be judged on. So, you don't have to have a 1930s car. Like I said, on a radio interview, a brand new 21 Mustang, and it can be brand new at 21, because if it's not been off the show floor, it can be brand new. But, seriously, you can bring Jeeps, motorcycles, just your regular car if you want to show it off. It doesn't have to be a fancy car.
Somebody last year had the coolest old Toyota, and it was a model I never heard of. And I've sold cars through my business, for 17 years, and I know a lot of vehicles, but when I see one I've never heard of, I know it's rare. And it was a Toyota. It was some Toyota, and I want to say it was in the 70s or 80s, but a guy came from Newburgh with it.
Oh, awesome.
And I just can't get over what great shape it was in. And also that him and his little group of buddies, they just hung out all day and just had fun with it.
Yeah, I think that's it's like a swap meet, but for cars, essentially, for people who want to show off. I don't think we're going to dig out the DC broadcasting van anytime soon, because...
I could drive it out there. If I was available, I would take the DC broadcasting van out.
Since we're accepting all different kinds of things, but, we'll keep it in the garage and save everybody the tears in their eyes.
I had the funniest scenario. I had 2 employees that were buddies. They worked for us probably 4 years ago, and they each had a Ford Focus, and one was just a little bit worse than the other ones. And I laughed when I realized. I teased him. I said, "I bet you all met at the Ford Focus Club." And they're laughing. They're thinking, but the one boy, his grandpa, he's all into classics, so he totally got it. But the other kid was like, "What?"
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
So you get all kinds of people, all kinds of cars. That's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. It makes it fun. Everybody's just there to have a good time. And with the weather helping us, last year we had a little chance of sprinkles. I think we might have had 1 or 2 during the day. But for the most part, it looks like any chance of rain is gone for Saturday. And it just looks like a beautiful day.
Exciting. And this is not just for car enthusiasts. This is for the whole family. And is there any type of entry fees for just people who want to come?
Nope.
If you're just coming to see the cars, it's free. If you're bringing a car, it's $20.
Okay. Keep it simple that way.
That's right.
And I mean, they could potentially make donations if they wanted to. I mean, supporting
the half pot's
local.
a great way to do the donation if you want to, throw some money at the half pot. That's possible. But yeah, I mean, obviously, we always are taking donations. We always want to remind companies in our area too. If you didn't become a sponsor, one thing you can do is sponsor an employee. And allow them to come to our club meetings on Monday and represent your business. So it's a great way to, throw some dollars at the club and have some presence there, because we have speakers that come to our meetings every month that come from the community. So that club really helps you be in the know of what's going on.
I didn't know that. I mean, as someone who's not very familiar with the Kiwanis Club, it's very interesting to hear that there's opportunities like that, and I would love to hear a little bit more, like your quick little sales pitch on what is the Kiwanis Club, how do we get involved, and what do we need to know?
Yeah. You want to do it, Kenny?
Well, we meet on Mondays.
Yes.
All the money that we raise goes back into the local community, to all the local youth, whether it be Boy Scouts, Teen Outback. Riley's is a big one. We also give, Southridge has a nurse fund. So a little bit about that is that they have, those items that, the kids might need, the females. They have the female items out there. When you have a 4th or 5th grader, at school and things do happen, they have those items that can kind of help those kids out. They have the, shirts and clothes and whatnot that maybe, their families can't, afford.
Yes.
The nurse fund kicks in. They've given, a month's worth of medicine away, so that's just one of the things that we kind of donate to. But it's a great organization. We meet on Mondays at the Eagles in Huntingburg. So stop by, visit, kind of feel the club out, and go from there, or become a sponsor. If you don't want to do the meetings, but your business wants to be a sponsor, contact one of the Kiwanians in Huntingburg and become a sponsor.
We have a great group. We really do. We have a very diverse group of ages too. We have young from probably 22 all the way to 80. Wow. And they're just a great bunch of people. I really appreciate being part of that club because of that.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a great little group for sure. And again, you guys are all about fundraising and getting funds back out in the community. And some other groups are more geared towards service or volunteering. So, I mean, again, there's so much out there for people in Dubois County to kind of reach out, and being able to discuss these various differences between all of them is super important as well.
Absolutely. And I do want to throw a pitch. We have another fundraiser coming up in October. The Rotary Club of Dubois County just got doing their clay shoot April 21st. The Kiwanis is doing one in October 6th. Oh, okay. So I'm going to throw that date out there because I apologize. The radio interview, I said the wrong date. But it is October 6th. Mm-hmm. Be on the lookout for information for that. You can get teams together, teams of 4, to shoot at it. Or if you have a business and you want to sponsor, we'll start accepting sponsorship soon. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there.
No, yeah. And if anyone wanted to contact the Kiwanis Club, how best can they get in touch with you or whomever else is out there?
Well, we do have a Facebook page. So if you want more information about Saturday, you can just go to Huntingburg Kiwanis Facebook page. Beyond that, I can give my cell number is 812-630-5924. If you want to call or text, Kenny, do you want to hand yours?
Yeah, you can also call me. My number is 812-630-1628. You can call either one of us, and we can kind of get you in the right direction. Whether you want to join, sponsor,
The clay shoot, Rick Flans has headed that up for our committee, and I think I'll give out his information. If you're wanting information on that shoot, which is Friday, October 6th, his phone number is 683-4370. He owns the Edward Jones office in Huntingburg, so Rick is really excited. He handled it last year, and so he's the guy for this. There's no doubt.
Yeah, he gets really excited.
Yeah, he loves it.
When it becomes the guns and out there shooting at Cool Springs, and OFS has an amazing place out there in Pike County, 600 acres, and awesome, course for the clay shoot.
Maybe when there's a day where they're not clay shooting, we should go out there and do like a remote in.form, because I keep hearing about it and I've yet to go over there.
Yes,
That's funny.
I think you should do that.
That's a great idea. I think one thing people really don't think about today, though, is that our club's is 100 years old.
Yes.
Really? In Huntingburg.
Yeah.
There is so much history that could be said about what Kiwanis looked like 90 years ago in Huntingburg. Can you imagine? But the other thing is that Kiwanis is it's an international club. So it's exciting. Like, we get a magazine being a member. And it's exciting to read what Kiwanis does in other countries. So it's really a big deal.
Wow. Again, it's eye-opening to me. I'm relatively on the newer adult side of things, so being able to learn about various groups and how you can get involved, and it doesn't matter what age or where you come from. It's just, again, a way to give back to the community that you're living in and that you hopefully enjoy being at and things like that. So it's all good stuff from the Kiwanis Club.
I think one thing to remember, too, is you don't have to be there on Mondays. You can be a member, maybe you duck in at once a month or, whatever. But we also do have social nights. So once a month, we pick a place that we're going to meet at just to have a fun night out. And we're really considering changing up our future. Like, maybe we meet 2 Mondays a month for lunch and one night. So we've got some variety there, and it maybe works for more people. Sometimes Monday for a person isn't going to work at all. So we understand that.
Yeah. Well, we're about to wrap it up here. If I can get one or either of you, just to make sure I don't mess it up, if you would remind us again, we've got the Kiwanis Car Show. Where is it at, when, and how, and all the just fine details. One more time before we...
So the car show is this Saturday,
Yes.
April 29th, from 8 to 2 on 4th Street. It's $20 to enter your vehicle, free to walk around and see the cars. There will be, places downtown that will be open for food. The stores will be open. There'll be a half pot, goodie bags, dash plaques. It's going to be an awesome weekend.
Awesome weekend in Huntingburg. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Vicki, Kenny, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Hopefully we gave more than enough information for everybody to not only be interested in the car show and all the fun things happening in Huntingburg this weekend, but also, Kiwanis Club and possibly get some new members or sponsors.
Heck, before I know it, somebody's going to buy a classic car before Saturday, so they'll have one.
There
Absolutely.
you go. They might have to come to you to do that too. So imagine
I
that.
have a Cobra for sale.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll turn it off for today. So this has been 18 WJTS in.form. Again, Huntingburg is the place to be this weekend. So make sure you get out and enjoy the nice weather as well as all of the great community events. So we are local people watching local people.